So hello everyone. We're here to talk to you about something that came up
in the news.
Well, it's been coming up for quite a while now, but it just came up again. So it's about a fearless girl, and most of you have probably heard about it.
Or hopefully. Maybe you haven't.
Well, so if you haven't,
we're gonna link the article.
Yeah.
If you want to look at it.
So if you haven't heard about it, it's about so on a Women's March, the fearless girl was installed on a Wall Street in New York, right across from the ball. That's the
bull.
Name? Bull. No, bull. There's another
There's another statue, anyways.
Well, bull. No, there's a name for the bull. Shit.
I don't know the name.
Well, the bull in the Wall Street. We'll know what we're talking about, hopefully.
Yeah.
So, and she was supposed to represent the fearless women power.
Kind of like feminism and stuff. Like symbolizing
feminism, yes. And everyone who is a feminist would be happy for that, because yes, she does kind of fight for women's rights, represent women's rights.
Yep.
And well,
and all that good stuff.
Yeah, so basically she was the one she's not scared of the bull. Okay. So, and she shit, I totally lost the point.
I know.
Okay, so so basically she was the one.
Let's recap. We have two statues, one bull, one girl. Bull represents the love for American culture, I guess.
Well,
I'm not exactly sure.
The power of the American people.
Yeah, in a good way.
The strength, in a good way.
Anyways, and then the girl represents feminism.
And
also in a good way.
Yeah.
Except when girl is put against the bull starts to represent the negative thing about the American culture.
And that made someone unhappy. And
the person who made the bull.
He was and is extremely upset because,
what he doesn't like is that they kind of changed the meaning of his statue.
Totally changed it, because now he's the bad guy.
But then another guy put a third statue of a dog that was basically pissing on the girl because he wasn't happy about the whole thing.
So he's basically on the side of the artist who made the ball.
Yeah, but he could have done it in a better way, we feel like.
I can hold your hand.
No, my hand is getting tired. Do you want to hold it?
Yeah. It's so hard. So basically, now there are three totally separate people, three totally separate statues, and they all are kind of right and kind of wrong at the same time.
I mean, the dog is kind of like...
Dog is kind of totally wrong,
yeah.
But we'll explain why. So
it's a protest in a bad way, I feel like.
Well, let's see. So the ball initially was a good character.
Yeah.
He represents the power of American people. He's a gift to American people. He's on the Wall Street. He's a symbol of the Wall Street.
What?
Then there's a girl. And the girl technically represents feminism, even though there's some advertisement behind that, which I'm not 100% sure how it exactly works, so we will not get into that too deeply. And she represents feminism, but she also represents it through someone else's art.
Yeah.
And then there's the pug that pisses on the girl, which kind of doesn't represent anything, just the anger. And
yeah,
we find it a little... We're not saying the girl is the right thing or the artist is right, but the pug isn't.
The situation is kind of weird.
It is.
Maybe it could have been better executed.
Because it's just, the pug is just kind of child, just kind of like, oh, I'm gonna pee on her, you know?
Yeah.
It's not very mature. It's not very artsy.
So we're wondering if we were thinking of maybe a different way that they could have done that in order to avoid the whole situation.
Yeah.
So that nobody leaves
Unhappy?
Or
wrong?
I feel like it could have been done. They didn't have to change the meaning behind the initial artist's sculpture.
Yeah, and
they could have put the girl somewhere else, or they could have made their own monster.
Or could have just created, kind of built the feminism idea based on their own idea, not using someone else.
That's what I don't like about the feminism movement sometimes, is that people they concentrate on the anger that they have towards other people who are against feminism, I guess sexist. They concentrate that anger and they go off of the anger instead of going off of empowering.
Yeah, and being open-minded, sort of,
Yeah,
I would say.
Instead of like giving the power, they try to take away power from other people.
Yep. And with the ball now, with the bull, we can say that the girl is technically meaning that American people are wrong, you know, and she's the right one.
Yeah, even
So-
though that wasn't the idea behind her as well.
Yeah. And even though feminism is just like an incredibly open-minded movement,
Yeah.
but
if you
like,
look into it.
and we were thinking that basically the people who created the girl should have maybe did something of their own.
Done more research, maybe, on the statue of
Yeah.
the bull before they put the girl in front
Well,
of it.
maybe they did. Maybe they ignored it. I'm not, again,
That
we're
kinda
not sure
sucks,
what
though.
exactly happened. And then there's another option that we thought of, and that was talking to the artist before actually sort of ruining his art.
Yeah, that might have been a good idea.
Because maybe they wouldn't come
Right, let's
to...
go over there.
It's there.
Oh.
That and maybe he wouldn't mind the change as much if they actually kind of told him.
Yeah, we don't
Because-
know that, but anyways, it would have been worth a shot.
Or even if he said no, that kind of would have been a good thing too, because they would know that they're doing something against someone else, and then kind of ruins the entirety of feminism as well.
Yep.
Because you can't push feminism onto people. It's like,
Yeah.
you have to educate about it, not kind of like push it through.
Yeah, you can't really make someone believe what you think is true without explaining it. We need to finish up. That's
Yeah.
been too long.
Well, and
anyways,
the
check
last
out
thing-
the article that we linked
Yes,
and let us know in the comments what your thoughts
thing-
are.
and what you think, who's right, who's wrong. What do you
Yeah.
think about the pissing pug?
What other ways you think they could have managed the situation.
Yeah, and just let us know, because we both are feminists, but we both are also artists in some way.
Yeah,
So we're kind of on both sides here,
yeah.
and
It's
we
really
are
hard.
curious to know what your opinions are on this.
All right.
Adios.
It was Mary and Tim. Peace out.